Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 2 of Garage Talk. My name is Octane Pro. Joining us once again, we do have Jason Hung, Ninja X Bart, and the boys from Doughboys Garage. How's it going, everybody?
Sup?
Good.
All right, so we had to take care of a little technical difficulties at the top of the show there, so we are running a few minutes late. Those of you guys watching the VOD, you don't see any difference. But we are jumping in now. We've kind of spent some time since last episode figuring out some of the quirks as to where our problems were, corrected them, so stream should look better now. Audio quality should be good. We shouldn't be hearing any duplication of anybody. Those of you guys joining us for the first time, this is Garage Talk. It is a quarterly, I guess at this point you could say, show, give or take, where four of us get together. We're all four car enthusiasts. We all drive WRXs. Oh, there's an STi in there too. And we all love what we do. We're all content creators. And so we decided to go ahead and do a show every few weeks. And this is exactly what that is. So let's just go ahead and go around the table for new viewers here. Just kind of explain who you are and just kind of what your channel focus is. So let's go ahead and start off with Jason Hung.
Okay. Yo, what up, guys? I'm Jason. I live in California, and I just pretty much do vlogs about my car. So I'm pretty much taking y'all on a journey with me into building up my car into what I hopefully one day aspire to be. And yeah, I'm also trying to implement more daily vlogs these days, if I can do that with school. But that's, yeah, we'll see about that. But yeah, welcome to my channel, and what's up, guys?
All right, let's jump over to Ninja X Bart.
What's up, guys? Spencer or Ninja X Bart. Mostly car videos, some stuff on my 2016 WRX, and recently working on a lot of illustration stuff. So, yeah.
Alrighty, and over to the guys at Doughboys Garage.
What's going on? My name is Anthony. I have an 04 STi, and I'm the wrench.
The wrench and the muscle. We got Mark over there. All right, cool. So,
The wrench.
you know, my name's Octane Pro, Patrick, and my channel is focused on installs as well as car events and some vlogging here and there. So before we go ahead, jump into kind of the main focus of the show, wanted to do a quick recap. Guys, we will be doing a giveaway for the show. It will be based off of last show's giveaway. We did have some complications with the individuals providing the sponsored giveaways, so we decided, hey, we'll put it out of our pocket and we will go ahead and do the giveaway anyway. This show a little bit more organized. So what I'm going to do is I will pass around to these guys the link. The link is now live. I'm going to put it in our Google chat, guys. The giveaway is live as of right now. You guys can go to this link. We will all post it in our chats if you guys are interested, and go ahead and click on it, check it out, and what will happen is on that giveaway then you could go ahead and follow us on different social media platforms. Different options give you so many entries into the giveaway. We will be giving away one tuner crate, and then we will be giving away one product from Signature Wax. Signature Wax products are all around the same price, so go ahead and take a look. This giveaway will run for 2 weeks. So if you're checking out the VOD, it's going to run between now and December, what is that from now? December 17th at 9 p.m. Eastern. Check it out.
Wait, should we post it on our chat right now?
Yeah, go ahead and post it on your chat. Yep, I posted it in the Google Hangout. I just can't post it in your chat. It doesn't allow someone to do that. So go ahead, post that link, and guys, feel free to do that. We will put it in the comments in our videos so that you guys can jump on that. And we'll talk more about the giveaway at the end of the show here. So let's see here. Let's go ahead, go around the table here, talk about just kind of what type of content has popped up on each of our channels since the last show. So let's start out with Jason again. What has kind of over the last 6 weeks been on your channel?
Well, yesterday, no, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I wrapped my rooftop, which is pretty cool. I wrapped it gloss black. You guys can check it out on my channel, but that process literally took like 3 hours. That was pretty insane.
What do you mean? It was like a 5-minute video. Come on now. I don't understand.
Yeah, for you guys it took 5 minutes, but for me it took 3 hours. What else? I think that's it, right? In terms of modifications. And I do like vlogs here and there, but to just update you guys. But I think that was it. Pretty much, yeah.
All right. And Ninja X Bart, Spencer, what about you? What's been on your channel the last 6 weeks?
Quite a few different things, actually. I finally got around to doing the aux beam installs that they sent out different products for. I think we all got stuff, maybe except you, Jason. I'm sorry, man. Soon enough, though. So you should just message them and ask them. They'll probably do it. Maybe it will fit. I don't know, but
Yeah, they send you the right stuff.
Yeah, hopefully they send you the right stuff.
Oh yeah.
I launched my Ninja store, which was huge. That was something I wanted to do for such a long time. I was planning for a while, so I launched that, and that was far more successful than I even thought it would be. I thought it would be a little bit slower, but it's really cool. I'm liking that, and the illustration work now, because now here in Canada it's going to be winter and it's going to be super cold, and I don't know if I'll be out like making videos installing on my car in the garage when it's minus 20 degrees Celsius, and the car's like filthy dirty from the mud and the snow and stuff. So I might be focusing more on like design and illustration stuff, and hopefully my audience likes that over the next few months while our winter's here. So yeah.
All right, cool. And guys over at Doughboy's Garage, what have you guys had over the last 6 weeks?
Well, my car, nothing. But we did recently just announce that Mark picked up a new project car, and that is what is it? 77 Datsun 280Z.
Oh.
So that should be fun.
Yeah, so
Big Boys Garage. Big Boys Garage.
A new project.
Awesome. Well, sounds good.
Awesome.
On my channel, I put a new braking system in on my car, so that's up there. New tires, and then also, what else? Unboxing videos, as well as some cars and coffee videos as well. Oh, hello, doggy. Look at that.
Cookie.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay. Honestly, there we go. I started to interrupt. Yeah, there, go ahead.
All right.
I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you how your brakes were.
They're awesome. Stop techs are perfect. I wasn't sure after I installed them if they actually would stop my car because I installed them, and my confidence was about this big. But other than that, yeah, they're really good. I mean, I just went with the StopTech Sports as well as the brakes too. So, I mean, the rotors look fantastic. The rotors, I found out, I contacted the original owner. They were the original rotors on the car. So 12 years later, still the original rotors.
Holy man.
Yeah, they were literally like crumbling as when I took them off.
You are that guy that I'm driving beside and I hear a screeching sound. I think my car
yes.
would blow up.
Yes.
Like, what the hell?
I mean, to be fair, my brakes squeak, so that's not really a fair comparison.
Come on now. Yeah,
Mine
are for the bad reasons, though. Yours are not as bad, though. But yeah, so I like them. They're great. I'm very happy with them. I mean, I think they'll do well. I'm going to do a little bit of autocross in the spring with them, but nothing crazy, and I think they'll be fine. I'm not doing anything like Anthony is over there, so I think we'll make out okay. So, all right, let's go ahead, and from there, guys, we're going to jump into kind of the garage talk discussion. So, let's talk a little bit regarding our cars over the last 6 weeks. You know, what type of modifications have been put into the cars, big or small. Could be cosmetic, could be, performance-wise. Just kind of what you guys have done to your cars since our last show to update people. We'll start out with the guys at Doughboy's Garage since then. It could be Mark's car too. It doesn't just have to be Anthony's there. But what have you guys done since our last show? Anything at all?
To the car? No. Stay the same.
In the garage.
As you can see from my most recent videos, it's really just me going to events, so...
Okay. And Ninja X Bart, what about you? Anything at all?
Mostly cosmetic. I did an oil change. I did some change-ups to the DRLs. I did the light bar installation. The light bar is really cool. I like that. I still need to do a video like showing the Bluetooth with the phone. I'm sure we all have already seen it, but it's cool. It's really cool. That's it. Nothing really. I swapped over to my winter tires. Now it's definitely snowing here, so.
Now you have a second set of wheels, right? So you have two wheels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have my STi rims from my 2013 STi, and then my TSWs are for summer. They are
Okay.
put away now.
Okay. Okay, I was just wondering there. Okay. And Jason Hung, what about you? What have you done to your car since the last show?
Like I said, the rooftop, and actually I do have some mods coming my way. My girlfriend bought me a knob, or I shouldn't say. Okay, I already said it. I guess a shift knob for my birthday / Christmas present.
Oh, nice. Who from?
Yeah, it's from. Or you mean the brand?
Yeah.
It's. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's WC Lathe Works, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very
He makes
popular, man.
Yeah, very popular in the Subaru community. But he
They're
makes
awesome.
he makes a customized shift knobs.
Okay.
So
Nice.
what is it? Yeah, so it's weighted well. So I'm pretty.
Did you
excited
get
for
a
that.
giant like samurai sword as your shift knob?
No, dude, yeah, I can't do it because Birdie does that, right? Birdie has the in his FRS.
Some people do that.
Big
It's,
one?
it's crazy
Yeah,
to me.
I can't do that, dude. That's just too.
Yeah.
That's too much for me. That's not my style.
I want to see Anthony get one of those as he's going around the track, you know.
Sure, it's all my shit, dog.
I know.
Jesus.
All right, so we're gonna see a shift knob on your stream coming up here soon.
Yeah, hopefully, and I have like a lot more planned right now because I have a project in mind,
Okay.
like a theme in mind, and I won't reveal that theme right now, but yeah, just stay tuned, guys.
Okay.
How much does that Latheworks weigh, Jason?
Wait, how
What's
much
the
was
weight?
sorry, what was that? Oh, the
How
weight
much
on
is
the knob.
Yeah, is it heavy or is it lighter? Probably
You're talking about
weighted.
you're talking about the new
Yeah.
one. Right?
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
It's like 540 grams, I think. About. It's pretty.
That's pretty heavy.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty
nice.
heavy. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a good size.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really heavy.
yeah. It's pretty. It's
You
pretty
like you just like throw that and it'll just like go into gear on its own.
Yeah.
I heard though,
Yeah,
like
the-
I heard like 500, around 500 is like ideal for performance. Just for like shifting in general. Yeah.
I hear it
But-
gives you 15 more horsepower though, so you're good. You know, new shift
Yeah,
knob.
definitely. Yeah, I mean that's the main reason I got it. You know, easy horsepower.
Make sure to add the sticker too for an extra 5.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Of course.
I hear if you get the Ninja X Bart sticker, it's at least 15, so you're good. You know, put that inside your window.
Guys should get it. You got 15.
That's right.
You.
Check out Ninja X Bart's store. All right.
What about you?
For me, I replaced tires. I went from Continentals to BF Goodrich tires. My old ones were shot. I did the StopTech rotors, brakes, and stainless steel lines. And then this past week, I also did 35% tint all around on the car. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
I spent more money in the last 6 weeks than I definitely wanted to. Not as much as other people on here. Not pointing fingers at Anthony or anything, but you know, I definitely spent enough money, you know, right before winter. So it was good though. I went and got inspection, and they were like, "Nope, everything looks perfect. Everything looks good in your car. You got nothing wrong." And that like, for me, that never happens with a car over 10 years old. It's always like, "Oh, your axle's leaking," or you know, so your axle boot's leaking, or something a little like that. So.
Oh, look at that close over there.
Where are you inspecting cars at? Come on now.
Well, like a lot of people we go to is like kick a tire. Alright.
It works. It's good.
Yeah,
I-
as long as I'm on the rod knock and the check engine light's not on, we're good.
I need to drive down there. Yeah, they're I don't know. Maybe it's just Pennsylvania. They're like super stingy on like everything. But all right, we've gone ahead and gone through that. So now let's talk about, you know, it's winter time. For some of us, for, you know, Anthony and Jason and Mark, kind of doesn't really change much for them, but
Yeah. What's winter?
Yeah.
So,
You're like,
over the
yeah,
next
Wait,
over
what's that?
over the next 3 months, you know, it's going to be quite different for each of us based off of where we live. You know, some of us, if you guys have noticed, you know, I'm in Pennsylvania. A Ninja X Bart's in Canada. We have Texas, and then we also have California. So over the next 3 months, you know, what is your plan for your car? Well, what do you have in mind? You know, that you guys can go ahead and tell us. So let's go ahead over to Jason. Jason, what are you planning over the next, you know, 3 months? Some of us, like, you know, Spencer said, it's winter time, so kind of things slow down. But for you,
Yeah, definitely.
you know, you don't really have that issue.
Yeah, so my plan is just absolutely nothing. Because I live in California, there's like nothing much has changed, you know. I mean, I guess it rains here and there, but
You need to do something. You need to get some wheels, man, or something. Do it.
yeah, I mean, I do plan on actually eventually, hopefully, what is it? Plastic dipping my wheels. I was thinking gold just to kind of, because gold is like the go-to color for Subaru. But yeah, I'm thinking plastic dipping. But besides that, there isn't really much I have to really prepare for winter, just because it's always the same weather here, like 24/7. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
So you're gonna take your stock rims and clean them up and plastic dip them then? Is what you're thinking?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Actually, there was I don't know if you guys saw that video on Blake's garage. He did like a oh my god. Okay.
Cookie.
Right. He did bark in his video.
Okay, I guess I was talking about Blake's garage, but he did like the rusting video where he got like a spray can and he sprayed his rims and it killed the rust or something. Have you guys seen that?
Okay, I have not. No.
Okay, but kills rust pretty much, and then I was pretty much thinking of doing the same thing to clean up my wheels and then plastic dipping it later.
Okay, not bad. Spencer, what about you? You know, you are definitely, you had snow well before even I did it all, which makes sense where you're located. But you know, what changes for you now that we're into winter, and what are your plans for your car at this point?
I don't have anything planned for now, but I'd love to get an access port, but not for a while, probably.
Ooh.
That's probably the next thing, though. And actually, when I was in, if you remember, like 2 months back in the vlogs when I was out of town, and I took a drive of my friend's Stage 1, I think it was Stage 1, maybe Stage 2 WRX.
Yeah.
Stage 1.
He has like the full shifter bushings, short throw shifter, and he has a steering damper, I think, is what they make for the 15 WRXs, and it's such a tremendous difference for around $150 mod for all of it, for the white line stuff. And I'd like to do that actually. That's a simple thing, and he let me drive his car, and it was like such a difference in the driving and the shifting feel. So maybe that over the winter would be cool. I just actually saw someone pop up a short throw shifter today on our local Subaru forums, so maybe I'll get that.
Is it your year, and the guys at Doughboy's Garage may know, isn't it your year that you have to like go in and replace that shifter bushing or whatever because it's like really bad? It helps to like clean things up a ton. Is it the newer body styles? They're kind of really like crappy.
I don't know. Some people on the 2015s they think it's notchy. They don't like the feel of it, and some people put really heavy shift knobs to try and combat that. I don't know. I don't mind it. I don't find it notchy. I did a video on that a little while ago, or earlier this year in the summer. Actually, I don't find it to be too bad. Some people don't like it though. So but I mean, it's a brand new car. It's pretty tight compared to like my old cars.
Okay.
My 95 STi. Even my 2013 STi was more sloppy than the 2016.
Okay, I just wasn't sure exactly. So, all right. Well, let's hop over to the guys over at Doughboy's Garage. You know, it's winter time for the rest of the United States except for where you are. Anything changed for you guys as of things you have to do differently because of the season right now for your cars, or not at all? I mean, are you still going to be hitting up the tracks right now? What are you guys thinking?
Well, for right now, our main focus will be on the new Datsun. So my car is going to sit in the back burners. I don't know how many track events we're going to have planned. Because what we're trying to do is we're trying to get a car ready for SEMA for 2017.
Okay.
So hopefully we can get it picked up. But the main focus right now will be the Datsun. And so we're going to kind of shift our focus more towards like Datsun, Nissan type deal. So hopefully Mark is ready to empty his wallet.
Shorty's picked up, ready to go back out for money.
That's funny. That's funny. Okay.
Patrick, what about you?
The Datsun's gonna be sweet, man.
Oh yeah, that'll be cool. Are you guys keeping it the same color, or are you changing it up at all, or?
It's a number of colors right now. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It may be a different shade of white. It may be red, maybe purple, maybe pink. Who knows? It's just we need to see what everything works with and how everything flows before we choose a color.
Okay, that makes sense. That's cool. For me, with winter coming, it'll definitely be a lot less videos from, the perspective of like anything really being outside. I mean, granted, Pennsylvania's no Canada, but it's still like 30 every day and super cold and chilly and, snowing and raining. So for me, I needed to swap out the tires. I didn't want to drive through the winter with the tires I was on. So I did swap them out. And, you know, the brakes definitely help out with that. The nice thing is I am moving. That's why there's, like, boxes everywhere. So I'm moving, and where I'm moving to, it's a new house. It does have a nice extended garage. So I'll probably be doing more install videos directly in the garage. I'm also probably going to do something with either epoxy or doing, like, the Trek setup for the garage floor. I'm not really sure yet. You know, I'm trying to do, like, a cross comparison now versus, you know, do I go with them? I actually saw... This morning I was at a Lancaster Cars and Coffee Meet near me, and we have vendors come to some of our meets, and they are in the area. We're advertising and talking about their setup, so I might do like a full Trek set in the garage. It really depends, but yeah, a lot of my videos will be more contained to install garage videos versus, you know, hey, let's go do these nice photo shoots and stuff like that when it's freezing and raining outside and snowing. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at for the next few months here. But my plans are next month I'm going to be purchasing the H&R Sport lowering springs to replace my current springs. Anthony keeps pushing for the coilovers, and you know, I'm like,
Yeah, dude.
It will continue.
yeah,
It will
yeah.
continue.
Go big or go home.
Coilovers is the better choice.
Dude, you need to go coilovers. It'll be cheaper.
Cheaper?
Or no?
Yeah, not at all
It's cheaper in the long run.
What's the
Yeah.
drop?
You're never gonna be able to sell those springs for what you got them for.
Yeah, it's
What's
cheaper
the
than
drop on the
long run.
H&R?
The,
What's
dro- the drop is
Damn it, do it.
1.5 to 1.8. I don't want to
Yeah,
go.
that's like, yeah. Dude, you gotta go coils, man.
I don't want to go too much. Well, that is the sport. You could go super sport, and then you're like 2 to like 2.5. But I don't want to go too low because I'm gonna take the stock rims and bump up to the. I'm gonna look at the niche rims like 17 or 18s. So I'm lowering it and then increasing my rim sizes, my entire wheel size as well. So I don't want it to rub. I want a little bit of play. I'm not looking for like, you know, craziness there. So.
Definitely.
So
You
we'll
won't
see.
rub with coilovers. You can adjust for that.
Damn it.
Yeah, you can adjust it. Coilovers, man.
Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
I hate my wallet hates you guys. I'm buying a house. Did I mention that? Like 3 weeks.
It's a minor
2 weeks?
detail.
Yeah.
It's a minor detail.
That's payments. You'll be alright.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
cheap.
anyone else here owns a house except for Anthony,
If you
right?
can afford a house,
Yeah.
The house.
Yeah. You know how that is, Anthony. Yeah. Yeah. My pocket has been bleeding, and then like it's like Christmas, and then I'm sorry, I'm moving 4 days before Christmas, then Christmas, so it's like
see, the house is a present. So
Yeah.
Be like, tough luck. Now it's my turn.
yeah, right, yeah, absolutely.
My car needs presents too.
Somehow they just keep magically appearing, and my wife just keeps putting them in my office, and she's like, here's this. I don't know. What did you buy? I'm like, I don't know what it
More
is.
garbage. Is
Yeah, more garbage.
Just-
Yep, absolutely. All right, well, cool. So, other than that, I thought we'd go ahead. If anyone that is watching has any links to their car that they'd like to share with us, feel free to. We are going to jump onto our Q&A, but what we will do is I'm going to keep an eye on the Q&A. So, those of you guys watching, you guys can ask us direct questions. They're going to go into a queue. The website is ask.fm/garage talk. And then I'll keep an eye out for those links. So link a picture, if you have any websites that have like your full build setup or whatever, and we'll take a look at them together and talk about it. We always love seeing other people's cars. This is kind of a fun way to kind of a virtual car meet per se. But what we will do is dive into the Q&A. You guys have been really cool over the last 2 weeks now that we've kind of been advertising the show in giving us questions. So we'll kind of start to go through them. I'll pick them out here and there, and then we'll kind of go from there. So let's go ahead here. I'm going to start at the oldest one here, but I think we already knew. This one was, what's next for the STi for Doughboy's Garage? You guys pretty much already told us that about getting ready for SEMA. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Fine.
Trying, yep.
SEMA 1 year in advance. That's gonna be.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm literally excited for you. I can't wait to see.
Their video series will be sweet though. You know, prep for
I have to come
SEMA.
to SEMA. I'm literally gonna come to SEMA, meet you there. It's gonna be sweet.
Yes.
I told him, I was like,
Bring lots of money.
I told him, I was like, if this Datsun's ready in time for SEMA, it's not gonna be trailer. I'm gonna drive the damn thing over there. Like, it's not gonna be trailer. It's
Nice.
no.
some of my friends from Calgary here in Canada drove all the way to SEMA this year.
Wow.
Crazy.
And one of their videos, he's got like about 10,000 subscribers, but one video was like, I think 40,000 in a week or something. Like he got so many views from it. It's awesome. Awesome footage down there he got.
Our company actually has, with this upcoming year, is actually going to have 3 cars in SEMA. So I might actually have a chance to go out there. I will be in Vegas. How far is Vegas from you, Jason? Far?
About 4 hours.
4
An
hours?
afternoon drive.
Yeah. California's just big, right?
See, it's 4 hours for me, but then you got to add another 20.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be out in Vegas about 3 or 4 times because we're opening a 85,000 square foot facility in Vegas for faster shipping for our customers, and I'll be out there, but then I may actually have a chance to get to SEMA as well, so that'll be pretty cool. I have never done that either, so. All right, well, let's jump into a question that I think we can all answer. What got you first into YouTube content creation? So we will start with Ninja X Bart as he's drinking water. What first got you into creating videos?
First, I had my channel since like 2005. Back then it was like, I never made videos back then. It was just like whatever. I just had a channel, but I never like made a new channel. So that's why my channel name kind of stayed the same forever, and it doesn't make any sense. I could have made a cool channel name or something. I got really serious when I bought my motorbike and started like putting the GoPro on the helmet and recording that. And then I kind of got bored of those videos because they're always the same kind of footage, just like riding around the motorbike. People do like, there's already genres for that people riding motorbikes do, like catching bad drivers or talking about topics, but I don't know, I didn't enjoy that. So then I just started recording the stuff I did in my car, and that seemed to be popular. And as easy as that, I just thought, well, if people like this, I'll do more of this, and so far it's gone this far. It's cool.
All right. What about guys over at Doughboy's Garage? Because I know Mark has a channel too, right?
No.
No? Okay.
No, Mark doesn't have it. I mean, he has an account, I guess. But
Okay.
Yeah, I have an
not
account.
really a
Okay.
chance.
About as far as that goes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess what got me into YouTube was technically I wanted to do a gaming channel to begin with. I did that. Actually, I did that with Mark and 2 other guys. It didn't pan out, butting heads. They wanted to do it. Well, whenever they did want to do anything, they wanted to do it one way. And it just didn't work out. And eventually, I've had this channel, I guess, since like 2008 or 9.
Okay.
This was a personal channel.
This was a personal channel originally, and I was using it as like a video player to upload to forums. But then I realized forums are going the way of like dinosaurs. I mean, everything's on Facebook.
Yep.
It's
What's
hard
Nausea?
What's Nausea? What's IWSTI? They just don't exist.
Hey, I still
they're
scroll
there,
those out
but-
daily.
I'm there. I just don't do anything. Everything's on Facebook, and Facebook is so disorganized. There's like no way to categorize. It's just whoever comments, that's what bumps it up in like the group pages. So eventually, you know what? I'll just keep posting to YouTube. People seem to be watching my stuff there. So, and yeah, I'm thankful for where I'm at. I think we just hit 4,500 today, so I'm so close to 5,000.
Oh man.
And that's awesome.
Are you doing
I
anything?
didn't think I was ever gonna hit this far because the gaming channel hit like 100 after like a year. I was like, yay! 100 subs in a year. This one hit like 1,000 in like 2 months. So I was like, okay.
It's really funny. It's really funny because I've spoken with a few people, at least in the gaming community, regarding like numbers with like, and they've said the first 5,000 is always the hardest. And after that, it just starts to take off because you already have the viewer base for like the consistent views. So your views are already higher, and then your comments are already higher. So they say it's just like from 5 to 10, they say it's like a quarter of the time. So hopefully that works out for you though. Cause I mean, that's good for you. 5K is no chump change for some of us. So good job. Jason Hung, what about you? What got you into doing this?
Well, actually, like similar to everyone else, this was like a personal channel. I had this channel since 2006. But it was mainly just for like my
the beginning of YouTube shit.
Yeah, really the beginning of YouTube. But I just use it to like view like other like YouTubers. Like at the time it was like Mega Higa, and like
the OGs.
Kev Jumba, stuff like that. But and eventually I tried a gaming channel, which I didn't really have passion for it. I thought I did, but I didn't. So I slowly kind of converted into a car channel. Cars I always had passion for, and then I started looking at like TJ Hunt and like at the time my favorite was like Subaru WX Man, and then his I really followed his like BRZ kind of vlogs. So from there I just I was like, you know what, I can relate to their content a lot, so why don't I just do this myself? And then the rest is history. I have huge passion for YouTube now. I love doing it.
He could have been so much better off if he had been doing this during the FRS and the Lexus build.
Oh yeah, like if I was more into YouTube during my turbo build for the FRS and
that would have been too
that would sick. Yeah, that would have sick.
Yeah, because
YouTube was really a thing. I was to be fair, like I was working like 17-hour days back in mine. So to hold the camera would have turned that 17-hour day into like a 27-hour day.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Just wasn't. Now that I own my own company, I have more time to like kind of do this on the side.
Definitely. For me, it was I kind of followed the route that Anthony and Mark did regarding gaming. I did gaming on my channel for 5 years, and it has its ups and downs, and was very stagnant. That's where I got most of my subscribers at. I actually only swapped from gaming to cars. I don't know, when did we start really getting more involved together? Like 4 months ago, maybe, guys?
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, it was really then. That's when I really made the swap over. I took about right now it'll be almost a year break from YouTube streaming. You know, was doing the whole gaming streaming perspective, and I stopped. And then 4 months ago, I was like, let's do it for cars. You know, change my focus. So same route. You know, just all very stagnant with gaming. You know, got about 2K with gaming. So you know, kind of decided to change that route. I don't really have time for the streaming and gaming perspective now, but you know, now it's on to more other things like cars that are a little more expensive than gaming. So yeah, so it works out well. Well, that was a lot longer question than I expected there. Let's jump to...
It was a good question.
It was a good,
it was a good
question.
Good question, yeah.
All right, here's an interesting one. How did you pick your YouTube channel logo? Let's go ahead and we'll start with Jason. How did you pick your graphic logo?
It's funny that this question comes up because I was actually thinking about rebranding my whole logo image soon, but
do it.
My current logo right now is actually just a picture of me asking my girlfriend officially to be my girlfriend at there's a place here in LA called LACMA. It's Los Angeles County Museum of Lights or something like that. I don't know, but I asked her there, and then that's just a picture. And yeah, I just never changed it, so that's just been my logo.
You're such a romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good day. Yeah, for sure.
Ninja.
She didn't even know
Go ahead. What do you got?
And I was gonna say she didn't even know I was gonna ask her that day, but it was a good day.
Awesome. Ninja X Bar.
So where is that place?
Where was it?
Oh, it's just like a museum of lights, pretty much. It's pretty.
Where though? Is it California?
Yeah, it's in California.
Yes, it's in California.
It's in like every movie. I never.
Yeah.
It
It was
Yeah, that's where he cliched.
That's
his
where I was.
engagement photos.
That's originally where I was gonna propose, and I was like, man, that's so cliche. And then we were like cruising through the
Every
mountaintops, and like,
We're doing the toe game.
yeah, we're in minivan. Scary as shit.
If you guys seen
Nice.
No Strings Attached, yeah, it's in that movie too.
He told me the whole plan, and then we're up there. We got a whole view of Los Angeles, and he sits there and he looks at me. He's like, "Should I do it now?" He's already like sweating like profusely. Like, "Should I do it now? Should I do it now?" I'm like, "You tell me, dude. Just do it. The ring's in my pocket. Just do it." You know, it's like give him the ring. Did it right there in front of people too. We had like
And it's some random people.
some random people. They're like, "Oh my god, what just happened?"
That's good. That's good
But,
shit. Man.
yeah. Sorry.
No, it's good.
There.
That's all cool. So, Spencer, what about you? How did you come about your ninja?
I just looked it up one day and I had that old ninja that I had in my channel. The old ninja that was in my videos for a long time was just like a PNG I found on Google one day, and I decided to start using it. And obviously I can't take that and resell it as something and make any profit off of it. So technically my videos could be all demonetized because I'm using someone else's thing in the little bottom logo. I could go back and somehow take it out. I don't know, but I had to redesign the new one because I wanted to actually like start moving forward a bit more seriously once I get 3,000, I try to be, I don't know, I just thought it was like a good point to design something cool and new
Sure.
to actually use. And yeah, that's it. My logo, that ninja logo, is like different than my YouTube thing though. Like that's just a picture of me. I don't know if you should, I don't know, make it the same or not, but yeah.
All right. What about the guys over at Doughboy's Garage? You know, how did you guys come about, you know, what you guys are using?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I just kind of chose. I went through like a few. Eventually, I just saw like a picture of my rim, and I was like, you know what? That's a circle. The logo is a circle. We just show a picture of my rim. And then I went into like I just picked some different fonts, and you know, I ended up with the backwards D and the regular B, and then the Voice Garage. Mine's pretty simple and all done. I didn't use Photoshop for that. I used that website, PicMonkey, like the free version of
Oh,
Photoshop.
yeah. Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's so old school.
So yeah, that's our logo.
All right.
Maybe it'll change one day, but
Yeah.
As of right now.
as of right now, it's my
it's-
current rim
Yeah,
setup.
it's staying.
For me, it's weird. My banner is outdated, and that's something I'm trying to focus on changing. But there's I had a cartoonist graphic done of like me as a gamer some time ago, and I had that for a while. And I swapped that out for a now like the little avatar picture is of me and my son, but I need to change that to something, and I need to find the commonality because I had a new logo made for me with all my videos. It starts out with it says Octane and like a cursive with Pro underneath of it, kind of making the name the actual logo. The hard part is putting that as like your avatar graphic. It's just like text, and you know that's not very catchy from an advertising perspective. So I need to change it up from there. But for me, it wasn't, I knew I needed something, and I saw a lot of people moving in the direction of making text more of their logo base. And so that's kind of why I went the direction I have. So that's why, like, in the beginning of all my videos and throughout my videos, you'll see it, Octane Pro in the cursive type of look is set up there. So kind of whatever, as you guys can tell, each of us kind of have our own feel as to the direction. Yeah, the direction that we've gone there on that. So, all right. Well, let's jump on to another question here. This is a nice casual question, but fun. How often do you clean your car? We will throw this over to Spencer first. What do you got?
Like every week. I clean it. Anyone that's ever got in my car is like, your car's still brand new. It smells so good. It looks all clean inside. And the outside, I wash it like every week. Because, well, it's winter here and I don't want it to build up and accumulate the snow and the slush and all that. So I wash it like just every weekend usually. I live literally like a minute from that car wash that's in all my videos. And that place is like the most amazing place. So I go there a lot. Every week or so.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, what about the guys over at Doughboy's Garage? What about you guys, each of you guys?
I don't really wash my car.
It rained today. It rained today.
Well, I don't really drive the STI. It only goes to tracks. And I guess I wash it like after
Do you-
every track.
Is it garage kept? Is it garage kept when it's
Yeah,
not?
it's garage kept.
Okay.
But I mean, my cord, I don't think I've washed that thing since I bought it like 3 years ago. In fact, I just changed the oil in it for the first time in like 2 years.
All right. And Mark, what about you? How often do you drive your car? Yours is more of a daily driver, right?
Yeah, the STI is a daily driver, but I mean, I work 6 stop signs from home. It's not
Oh,
very
wow.
far.
That's awesome.
And it gets more dirty from just, sitting under a tree at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pollen right now sucks because everything's falling, and we have all these pecan trees and hackberry trees that just drop all kinds of stuff all over the car. And yeah, like I said, it rained today. That's about the closest time in like a couple weeks. So
Oh,
last
man.
time I washed, I got pissed off because I found a bunch of like small scuffs and scratches on the front of the car, and it was like,
Yep.
yeah.
All right. Jason, what about you?
Yeah.
I mean, in the beginning, when I did get it, I would like wash it literally like every week
Okay.
just to baby it, But I've slowly learned that our cars actually get dirty really quickly. Is it just me, or is it like?
Well, the good thing about silver, it doesn't show very well, so you're okay.
Yeah.
That's true too. Yeah, that's true
We got
too.
his car up and running, and we took it to a gas station where it shined some light, and it looked like it had just been washed.
Oh yeah.
Even though it's been sitting for
Even
4
though it's been
years.
sitting for like
Like
4 years.
you saw your finger is dirty, but silver doesn't really
Yeah,
show.
silver is-
That's true. That's true. But yeah, these days it's been kind of raining, so I don't really like want to wash it, you know, just because it's gonna get dirty again like the next day. But yeah, I try to like I guess like at least monthly, at least I guess. Yeah.
For me, it's probably once a week. And I don't have the time to wash my own car, and it sounds terrible, but I really don't. Just with my job and coming home, and family's more important than the car. So I pay for an unlimited amount of car washes per month at a place that washes it. You get out of it, they put it on a conveyor belt, and like an army of people jump on it and go to town on it. They'll detail it for you too, buff it, everything like that. So I pay per month for my wife's car and for my car, and so I go every week. And I will continue to do that just for the importance during the winter time, just like Spencer runs into. Like the amount of salt that is put on the roads is absurd. I put my full exhaust system on it this past year, and I'm afraid of what winter's going to do to it here in Pennsylvania, but I just try to keep up with it as much as I can. Now, granted, I will probably discontinue that monthly subscription to pay to have that done and do it myself now that I will have my own house and actually have a driveway. Now I live in a townhouse, so, and it's got like a giant slope in front of it where I park, so you kind of really don't, I mean, I have washed my car on my front lawn before. It sounds terrible, but I've done it because I don't have a driveway. But I'll probably do that instead of paying for it to save money. Because I mean, for my car, my
Water
wife.
your yard at the same time.
Yeah. and then the soap kills it, and then you're like, yeah. So yeah, I think for my car and my wife's car, it's like $70 a month. So that's like
we have something like that here.
yeah. So that's like $70 that I now. Granted, like the one day I did go through it twice. It sounds crazy, but I went through it twice because I was like, I want it to be extra clean.
Get your money back, man.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely. When you
sent it through a third time. Do it again.
when you go and
70, yeah.
when you go and sign up for it, they're like, they tell you like you could come through 10 times in a day. No one is going to bat an eye. Like you're paying, So it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
They do a really good job. Wipe down all your interior, everything like that. So I'll discontinue that and actually wash and work on my own car from that perspective on my own house once I get into that. So.
Nice.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and jump on to another one here. This one is, what intake is everyone running in their cars? So let's start out with the guys at Doughboy's Garage. What are you guys running intake-wise in your car?
I have the ETS Cold Air Intake. So.
Mark,
Is it stock?
are you stock? Oh, he's stock.
I'm stuck. I changed the air filter today.
Yeah.
Mark's STI is
Yes.
from
Bone
stock.
stock, and it's gonna stay that way.
Good
until
for
the
you.
warranty runs out.
Good for you. Spencer, what about you?
Stock, yep. That's it.
Jason, what about you?
I am completely and absolutely stock. But I hope I'm looking into the Cobb SF intake.
Yeah, good
But
call.
that's like later for like stage 2. But like yeah, I'm just looking into it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm running the Perrin cold air intake system. If you saw one video I put out about it, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Not because of it's not a good quality product, but just because the fact of having to clean it. Is yours a cold air intake system, Anthony, as well? It drops down in the
it's
wheel
a cold
well.
air intake.
Granted, you guys have a garage. You can pop it up on there when you're in there. Just pop off the wheel and pull back the wheel well and clean it. Or
Don't
no,
have to do that. It's
you do the
very
bumper,
visible.
right? You
My
just
bumper is like just like
Yeah, the bumper.
the rubber band
Yeah,
comes off.
yeah.
your
Easy.
bumper.
Even my bumper.
Your bumper
Even
is
my-
so your bumper is pretty much a rotating door, huh? It's off and on.
Pretty
Like
much. That's probably why it's sagging a lot.
Yeah,
Quick, you have the clips on there too.
for me, I actually as I said, I don't have a driveway or anything, so it's a lot of work to actually take it off and clean that. So I would probably go with, if I looked at it again, with the Cobb short ram, but you don't really benefit other than the sound until you
Yeah.
actually get a decent amount in there. So
No,
Oh, yeah.
that sound is a bit.
it is a nice sound. I will admit it does.
The Kane
benefit right
and Typhoon did pretty good too.
Yeah.
The 2015 sound fantastic with it. Yeah.
All right, let's grab another question here while we're at it. I'm just trying to keep my eye on time here. What exhaust brand would you recommend for someone looking at exhaust? Subaru, SPT, Cobb, Perrin, Invidia. What's your recommendation? So let's start out with Jason. What do you got?
Well, I am gonna be biased. I'm gonna go with Invidia, but I've heard just in terms of like, because I know Cobb has really high quality stuff. So anything you can't really go wrong with Cobb, Invidia. What else is there? HKS, I guess. Like those are like just like the top brands pretty much you hear everywhere. But I'm gonna just go with. I went with Invidia just because of the sound alone. I just really like the sound it gives off. Yeah, I would just recommend just doing a lot of research on YouTube and if you have a friend who has an exhaust or brand system that you're looking for, just I guess ask him to like give it a rev, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Doughboys Garage. What do you guys each recommend?
Well, I mean, it depends on your money. But for the most part, I just truly believe if it's a solid 3-inch all the way, you're good with any choice. It just comes down to your
Be an
personal
aluminum
style.
pipe.
Yeah, it could be an aluminum pipe as long as it's 3 inches and it's fucking fairly straight. You're good to go. But if you have the money, I would say go with either the Invidia or the Tomie full titanium.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
Tomie.
because
Yeah, Tomie is good too.
Just because it's super light. I think the Tomie weighs like 14 pounds,
Wow.
12 pounds, something like that, and the Invidia weighs like 10.
Yeah.
So, but those will set you back.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it all co-
Yours is even
know-
more expensive than mine. I couldn't believe
Yeah.
that. I was like,
No,
I
mine
thought
is-
mine was expensive. I was like, holy hell.
He told me what he paid for the cat back alone. I'm like, I paid that for the whole axle back.
Yeah.
The whole turbo back that
Oh.
was on this car prior to it.
So, but yeah. But for the most part, it depends on the style you like and
Yeah.
the sound quality. Because almost pretty much any free-flowing 3-inch exhaust is going to perform the same.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So,
Yeah.
And then also it boils down to the header too. What kind of header you put on it? Equal length.
You know what?
unequal
That's true.
Oh yeah.
length. It can still sound like a Subaru or it can sound like a Honda. I mean, not that that's bad, but yeah.
Unless you're 2015 WRX.
Yeah. All right. What do
Oh,
you?
that's-
Yeah,
that's-
yeah.
No rumble.
There's no rumble to it.
So Ninja X
No
Bart,
rumble.
what about you? I know you're stock, but from what you've seen, is there any that you're
Yeah, I
favoring?
have that nameless. I have the nameless delete, so it sounds good. Tomei is my favorite. On the 2013, I was gonna go Tomei before I crashed it. I like the four tip exhaust as well from Invidia, the Q300 and stuff like that. The Tomei massive one's nice too. Yeah, I don't know. I think I agree with Dobe though. Nvidia Tomei probably the most popular, most
Definitely.
expensive,
Most
but
expensive.
for a
So
reason.
expensive, yeah.
What other ones are there? What other brands are there? You can get like a Cobb exhaust.
You got Cobb,
but-
Perrin,
There's-
you got
there's
Megan. I mean,
HKS.
ETS.
ETS.
Yeah.
ETS
And
makes it
make
good. I like ETS.
those cheaper
Is-
ones. But I really like ETS probably okay. Yeah, I like the Tomei sounds really good. I don't know if you guys have seen that one video on like Instagram and stuff. I think I don't know who posted
That
this.
one video?
The white
Yeah, that one
2016.
video with the thing.
No, you guys would have probably you'll recognize it. It's a white 2016 STi pulling out of Parkade after a meet, and it just sounds it sets off like 4 car alarms as it's pulling out. It's insane, and I don't know. I think that's a Tomei setup, full turbo.
Tomeis
mac
are nice,
Tomei.
dude.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, look it up. It's awesome.
Is ETS newer to the scene for Subarus, or have they been around for a while? The reason I ask is just I haven't heard of them other than like the last year, and I feel like over the last year, like
Same.
they've like popped up hardcore.
Yeah. Same.
I don't know if they're new for the Subaru. I know they've been around for a while. I've been
Okay.
using their thing since
The Lexus.
Well, no, since my Evo.
That's right.
Really?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I had a kit on my Evo, and that was back in like 06. Then I had one on my IS. I had them custom make me intercooler for my IS, and I had them custom make me an intercooler for my FRS.
Okay.
I don't know if they're new to the Subaru. I just know that they're there, and when I looked up, they had Subaru parts. So
Yeah. It's kind of like AMS. Like they're both there, but it's just whether
ETS.
it's not.
I've seen
They're,
it.
they're just there.
Yeah,
I've
they're
seen
just-
it a lot. I've
Okay.
seen it a lot.
Yeah, I
Logo
wasn't sure. I just know like over the last for me at least, over the last I don't know, year, I've just been hearing ETS a lot versus in
they're
the past.
definitely more on the map now, but they've been around for a while.
Okay, that makes sense. Exhaust wise for me, I've had 3 WRXs over the last several years, and I've been extremely happy with the Invidia. I've gone with the G200 every time with the burnt tip setup, and I'm very happy with it. It is a little bit pricier, as Anthony was saying. It's not at the top of the price point for where you could be at exhaust, but it's definitely up there. But I'm very happy with it. I think it sounds good. I don't, it just sounds clean. It sounds deep. It magnifies that rumble of the boxer motor, so I'm really happy with it. It's not too raspy, and that's why I kind of go with it. When people ask me, I'm always, depending on what they have, like the Q300 I recommend a lot too. I looked at the N1 by Invidia, but it was just it was a little too raspy for me, if that makes sense.
N1 is definitely loud.
Yeah.
You get the most,
I have N1.
You get the most straight through flow with that one.
I noticed that.
I got it with
Chris Rogers here. Agency Power. That's one I haven't heard in a while, but yeah, they're a good one as well.
Agency,
yeah, that's the one I haven't heard in a long time.
Agency, that's a little loud.
Okay, we'll jump on to another one here. We're looking good. We'll probably, I'm trying to think time-wise, we'll probably aim for like an hour and 15 if that works for you guys, for about 15 more minutes. Our last show went crazy long. I thought, work out well. So we'll take a few more questions. Once again, if you guys haven't, ask.fm/garage talk, and we'll definitely take a look. We did get a link here, it looks like, from one of our members here checking it out. So I will put it in the Google chat, and then I will paste it in my chat if you guys want to do the same for your own chats. They went ahead and posted. This is Kyle went ahead and posted his Supra.
Oh yeah, that's from my chat. Boosted lifestyle.
Yeah. Supra layer there from Drag Life there. It looks good.
Ooh, nice, dude.
I don't know the size of those drag. Look, I love the size difference in the tires there, though. Look at the front tires versus the rear. I mean, I understand the value of it.
Skinny's up, skinny's up front, skinny's up. Drag car right there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You guys should, if you don't know his YouTube channel, you should check him out. It's boosted_lifestyle. He's got a good channel.
Oh yeah.
Really, you'd love it, Doughboy. He's got a lot of technical garage stuff on that Supra and some other builds that he's working on with his friends. Nice. It's pretty impressive. That's here. He's like kind of where I live too. Really cool content. Yeah.
Very cool.
Supra's insane. I love Supra.
Well, thank you for providing that. I appreciate that. That is awesome. Let's see here. All right, so let's continue on our questions here. Let's see.
Oops. You gotta go over here.
Trying to.
I was trying to put the Supra in the stream. Oh, okay. I saw what you did there.
Let's see.
It didn't pop up. So I don't know. I guess we're about to find out over there.
This is a good one. When watching YouTube videos, what do you look for in a content creator before you click that subscribe button? So let's
That's a good question.
let's go with Ninja Expert to start us out there.
That's a good question. Whatever is interesting, I like to watch anything that I'm interested in. I watch things like Subarus or just car stuff in general. Video quality is not as super important to me as like just being interesting, and creative is more important than quality. Like I don't, and I feel like everyone, I feel like every YouTuber grows in this aspect. But when you start, like you might watch a video where a person has just got a camera right in front of them and they're talking to it. And then as you progress, like you try to tell a story with your videos. So even in my videos, I'm trying more and more to like show if I'm going somewhere, I'm filming that fact that I'm leaving to the garage, getting in the car, leaving and driving out, as opposed to just like starting a video somewhere where I am like, hey guys, I'm here. But
yeah.
If your videos are like that and they interest me and they tell the story and I'm following along with the progress of something, Birdie does a phenomenal job on that, right? If you've seen his video, it does a fantastic job. So that's what I really like to see in stuff that's like you can follow along and you're interested in, and then I like to follow that. I don't like to watch like 25-minute long videos, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. I just don't have the time.
I do.
No.
Have you guys checked out recently your latest or like average watch time on your channels? That statistic?
I think my average
No,
watch
I don't
time
think so.
is like I look at that. That really like it tells me how long I should really make my videos. I think my average watch time is like right around 2.5 minutes to like 3 minutes.
Yep.
So like there's no point in me making like a 15-minute video if people only watching like the first 2 minutes of it.
Yeah,
So,
mine's the same way. My number is right there as well. It's between 2 and 2.5. I just wasn't sure just because the way you brought that up. I mean, it makes absolute sense, but from a content creator, it's like, dang, how do I make my videos like 3? You know
more
what I mean?
interesting.
Yeah.
How do I
More
see this
interesting and one
content?
within that window. But the thing is, that is like the average. Like the average is like 2 minutes. Like if you look up like some statistics for YouTube, it is like 2-minute window. But all right, well, let's jump over to Anthony and Mark. You know, two different types of viewer experience. It sounds like Mark with 25 minutes versus Anthony.
Yeah,
What-
we definitely have different experience.
What do you guys look for? You know, what do you guys look for before you hit that subscribe button?
You first.
Well, what do I look for? One, how knowledgeable they are. Cause like I like the build videos. You know, like I like somebody who's like in it. You know, they're working it, they're getting their hands dirty. Cause like I like to learn too. So like, you know, I may like seem I know what I'm doing, but that's only because I've been working on the same platform for like the last 5 or 6 years. So I know what I'm doing with the platform. So I look at that, you know, see what they're doing, if they know what they're doing. Second, if they can keep me entertained for like the 5 minutes I'm watching them, you know, like if they're doing some that I just don't like in like the first 5-10 minutes. I mean, I'll go back to a video every now and then. Like I just won't stop watching them altogether. Like I'll give them a few tries before I'm like, okay, well, I'm just not interested in that guy. One thing that really turns me off though is like when people like, oh, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. It's like the first thing that comes out of their mouth. Like, how are you gonna tell me to like and subscribe your video before I even watched your video? Oh, that's my personal
At the
taste.
beginning.
I just like that kind of like, It's the very first thing that comes out of your mouth. Like, it's not even like, oh, hi, I'm this. It's just like, hey, if you're new here, like and subscribe. I'm like, what if I don't like you?
What's funny is if, for like some really big channels, I watch some really like some of the massive vloggers. If you guys watch like Jesse Wellens, Prank vs Prank and stuff like that, at the end of every video, they'll be like, "Yo guys, smash that thumbs up button," or like if
if it's at the end, that's cool.
I'll actually make a point. I'll actually like the video if they make it for something. So like Jason, if you did a video where Cookie like, I don't know, peed on your tire of your car and you were like, thumbs up this video for Cookie, I'd literally be like, yes. And I'd be like, you know? I like when people do those things. People do that, like, oh, you know, something funny happened, thumbs up the video for this.
Yeah, that's
a great way to do it, I think. It's hard to do that though, because what coincidental thing can happen to make you want to do that?
That's a good point though.
Yeah. We had to talk about that like at the beginning of this, because he brought it up and we both said the same thing. It's like we both didn't like it. It's like, and so far we've made it this far. And
I don't think except for my very first video, I don't think I've ever even actually liked for like a like or a subscribe. It's just some like I feel like, you know, if you like me enough, you'll subscribe. If not, oh well, like I said, this isn't my full-time job. It's just a side job to like keep me preoccupied, keep me from going insane. You know, I work on cars as a stress reliever, so yeah, that's what I do. So yeah, I mean, I look for like how knowledgeable they are, and even if you don't have to be super knowledgeable. Like I watch Jason, like you're new to cars, so you're still learning. I like that too. You know, I like the process of people like learning, because then like that way I can maybe help them give advice in like the comments. I don't know, but as long as like you attempted to do it yourself at one point in time, you got my respect.
That's awesome.
You know, just don't like, hey, I just bought this brand new 2017 Subaru. Let me go take it to the shop to install my intake. I'm like, really? You're gonna try it yourself? I mean, I understand not everybody has the access or the tools, but like the very first thing you do is take it to a shop. You know, at least attempt. You know, like okay, let me try to unbolt, because it's really just band clamps. Like intake is nothing but band clamps. So if you have like a Phillips head screwdriver, you can do an intake install.
I installed an intake on my Civic like a long time ago. It literally took me. That was my first time doing it. I did it with a friend. It took us like 6 hours. But you attempted.
But you attempted it.
But it felt so rewarding.
Yeah, you did it.
At the end of the day, if you had no leftover bolts,
you're good.
No, it's never good. You always need one bolt that you don't know where it was or something.
That's how.
I have a bucket
box. A box of leftover bolts. And he's like, where are all these two?
Does the car run? Yeah.
All right.
How does it start? It's good. Okay. Is it leaking? You like looking under?
No,
Oh my god.
That definitely sounds like that was like. I mean, I don't mind throwing it out there. That was like me doing the brakes, rotors, and stainless steel lines. Like first time I've ever replaced them, and it took like 9 hours, and it was absurd. Granted, it was a lot of. Okay, how does this work? Let's figure out this freaking clip. How does this clip come out? Oh my god, like the
Yeah.
clips for the lines. The lines where your
Oh,
life.
secrets?
Oh my god!
Bullshit.
If you don't, if you don't have some of those proper tools too, it's like, oh my, get the, and you don't want to break it, and yeah. So Jason, I'm in the same boat. Even though your intake was 6, my entire setup was 9. So yeah, it's okay. I understand.
It's tempting.
Definitely.
You're tempted. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Jason, for you, what do you look for when you hit that subscribe button?
Actually, I don't think I like directly look for something like if I'm going to a video. You know what I mean? I would first like watch the video, and then if I'm really easily entertained. I'm like subscribed to like a variety of content creators.
Mhm.
It's not just cars. I subscribe to like gaming,
Right.
prank, like earlier how what was it? Spencer mentioned prank versus prank. Jesse, I like his kind of videos. He does a lot of like editing type of videos, and it's like really like nicely edited and stuff like that. But
Frank a lot too. I watch him a lot too.
Mhm.
yeah, he has really great videos. As long as it's pretty much just like entertaining in general, I'm really easily entertained. And yeah, it just has to like, I guess, I just pretty much have to see that you're at least putting effort into making a good video. You know what I mean? Like it can't just be like,
Just
here's
putting
the
it out there
video.
to put it out there, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Like at least like you're like editing it. You're like taking time, and you actually like care about the audience, I guess, in a way. But yeah, that's pretty much what I look for.
For me, it's very. Part of it is a little bit of like with Mark's, like where Mark likes to watch long videos. I'm definitely in that department sometimes. I think it really depends. I have that luxury at work where I have multiple monitors, so I love throwing something up and working and watching a little bit of it. And so I enjoy that, like seeing the whole thing. But then other times, so like if you want to see an entire install from start to finish with no cuts at all, that's kind of nice. But at the same time, like you got to think of it. Sometimes you can cut out that install like you take like a 3-hour install and make it 10 minutes if you cut out all the BS. And so for me, it really comes down to that and like a story. Like I like to see videos where a story is throughout the whole thing. It's kind of nice.
That,
And where I almost start to connect with that YouTuber and I start to come back because I'm like, okay, they mentioned this. Okay, let's check out the next video. Let's see what happens. And they kind of like keep you kind of reeled in. Some YouTubers are insanely good at that, especially kind of in the car scene and the vlog scene where you're like, all right, when's your next video coming out? I want to see it when it comes out. So that really hooks me in. I spend a lot of time on YouTube just because like, when I put my kids to sleep, I have YouTube up and I'm watching YouTube videos and stuff like that. So I have like an hour every night to like dedicate to YouTube. So it works out nicely there. But that was a good question. That was a good question.
that was a good question. Yeah, that was really good.
Going back to cars here. We'll do this question and maybe one more, and then we're done for tonight.
Yeah.
And then we'll bring things on. This one was guy in chat said as well. Just paid off his 2011 WRX, and he really wants real power. He's saying. 400 plus now. I'm debating to build the WRX, or do I just get myself an STi and build that out? So he's got a paid off WRX. Should he just stick with that and build it out, or should he go buy an STi?
Sounds like a question for Doughboy's Garage.
Yeah, and he says,
I knew that was coming.
and my dream car. He says his dream car is really a 2011 and 2014 STi. So my question is, build the WRX or buy the STi and build later on down the road. So before you know what, we'll start with Anthony. Anthony, what do you recommend? Does he stick with a paid off WRX and put the money in, or does he go the STi route?
400 horsepower. It's a 2011 WRX. So
2011.
It's still a 2.5.
That's still an EJ. Man, like 400. That's really not that far out there. If the WRX is paid off, just keep the WRX. Like just.
Yeah.
I mean, the only main difference between the SEI that I can think of right off the bat is the transmission and the intake manifold, besides for the
Brakes
Brembos and all that. But that's, I mean, if you sound like you just want raw power, you don't care about like making corners. So the brakes you have are perfectly fine unless you plan on going like road racing like I do. But I mean, 400 horsepower, if it's paid off, I just build it. And if money's not an issue, go with a dog box for the transmission because that
Yeah,
that WR transmission is
that-
trash.
Yeah.
Like, don't try making that much horsepower and launching it.
We know some guys. They're called glass cannons. Like they make big power, but they're still running that 5-speed, and all they have is what are they? Those more plates.
5-speed.
It was funny because like I was actually watching a video the other day and like somebody was saying it's like maybe around 450, 500 horsepower, and his passenger was like, "Your transmission's holding it fine?" He's like, "Yeah, it's holding it great." And then like he goes and does like a second gear or first gear punch, and guess what? It shattered right
Oh,
off.
that's terrible.
So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, man, like the transmission WRX is glass. I mean, it's good for like stock power, maybe up to like 350, 400 maybe. But I know plenty of people around here that like break it at like 400 because dig races it takes its toll on its transmission.
Yeah, exactly. Dig races they're murder. I mean, if you're already making so much power and the transmission's holding up for you, that's great. But you could take that money that you're going to spend on the STI,
Just put it into the motor.
and just put it into the
Yep.
motor. And if you have some spare change lying around, see if you can find a 6-speed transplant.
too.
You could always get the STI 6-speed.
Yeah.
It's right up. You just have to wire in a couple extra things here and there, but
Custom drive shaft.
yeah, you're going to shorten the drive shaft. But I mean, other than that, it's going to take a little bit extra work. But I'd rather do that instead of having a $600 a month car payment.
Yeah.
From experience.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but if he sold the 2011 WRX, it holds value and buys a 2000. Did he say he wants a
A
2016?
2011 to 2014 STI.
So buy like a 2012 STI. You can get that probably for a used good deal probably, and
I mean, I guess it all comes down to how much money, like, how much money do you have? Like, what's your goal? What are you trying to spend? Like, if there's a certain budget, just keep that money and like go with the STI. But if like money's not an issue, just build the WRX.
Yeah, when I personally wouldn't go probably higher than like the 350 mark with the 5-speed. Because I was like 320s on my first WRX. And like
it's really the torque that kills the transmission.
It is. And like I remember when I blew my clutch on the dyno, the stock clutch, and I was like, oh my gosh, like is my transmission next? And I was looking to build more power out of it. So I feel like if you're reaching up to the 400s, not to say it can't be done, and there's probably plenty out there that are on the 5-speeds and they're fine, but from a safety perspective,
I mean, like there's always the exception to the rule. There's always somebody that mine holds up.
Yeah.
The exception, you're not the rule.
Yeah, I would, as the guys from Doughboys Garage, if you are gonna stick with your WRX, I would definitely put in your build plan the 6-speed trans. I would definitely go that route. It just makes it easier, and you're never a lot of times you're never happy with the power. So even though you're saying 400, your next number is gonna be like 500.
Yeah. or if you're a super baller, big badass, get a sequential dog box. Like just forward and backwards. Yeah, exactly. For a dog box, especially sequential, I hope you're making more than that. But that's if your pockets are down on the floor.
Yeah, that's good. Any other recommendations for him?
Well, he just commented and said that he went into the dealership and they offered him $14K to trade in his 2011 WRX, and the STI is $24K. So right off the bat, I'd say don't necessarily trade in that WRX to the dealership. See if you can sell it privately for more than 14K, because I think you could probably get more than 14K. Like,
you know what you could do? You know what you could do with 10K on your motor?
Here.
Like that would be you could do plenty.
But at the same time, that 10K
more than enough.
STI, for that 10K, but think about the STI. The 2014 STI instantly has the transmission upgrade. The brakes are better. The engines are the internals are a bit more stronger, right? Are the STI?
No,
they're just
the internals are the same.
They're just
Yeah.
if the Ringland's gonna go, it's don't
So
go.
the brakes are bigger though, right? On the STI,
Yeah, they're Brembos on the STI.
Yeah, but you don't.
How much?
Like-
That's $2,000 value, and the transmission is probably $3,000 value. Like that's.
I just
If you
feel
think
like
about it,
if
power.
Brembos are a nice thing to say I have, but if
They're
you're
flashy.
not like road racing, they're flashy. But if
Yep.
you're not road racing, I mean, they're not really going to come that much in handy in stop and go traffic.
Yeah, I mean it depends on. Oh, hi, lady.
Oh,
Hey,
It really depends on, like, as you said, like your cost of your trans. I mean, after you put the cost of the trans out of the way, like what do you guys at Doughboys Garage, what do you think? That's 3, 4, with someone else installing it.
More. Cali just did his, and it was like Cali WRX just did a swap, and it was pricey. I think I don't know.
It's pretty pricey because you're gonna need like the transmission setup and like the
Yeah.
ECU setup and
Drive
He did a
shaft,
drive
shaft.
axles.
Yeah, he did a little. He went with a carbon fiber drive shaft, but
Yeah, he
it's
did a
out.
car
Why not?
drive shop too. That's crazy. Like,
Because I feel like with the trans, and even after that, you could still get decent money for, turbo, your injectors, your full pump, your, full intercooler front mount kit, and then your exhaust setup. I mean, you might be 12 in, maybe 13, but then you're,
Or you can take a little bit of that budget, buy a used motor, and just swap out, keep the heart, and transplant it into the STi.
That's true.
That's also another option.
Yeah.
That happens a lot around here with people who just they have cars and they just like
$7K.
yeah.
That's how much it cost I did to do a transmission swap is what my WRX.
yeah, so think about that. You can get a 6-speed for $10,000 more, and if you want to take your WRX and make it a 6-speed, you're going to be around 7K maybe. So that's not bad. And like I said, don't trade it into the dealership for 14K. You could sell it privately for more.
Yeah.
Definitely more.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
dealership's gonna sell it back for 23K. Like,
Yeah.
don't give them it for 14K.
Yeah, I know when I did my motor rebuild, when did I do that? Not too long ago. It was July. I did my motor rebuild, and that's when I was actually looking at, like, do I go with an STi motor then? But then at the same time, then you're looking at the trans, and so my price for my rebuild went from like $4,000, well more than that for like an STi motor, the trans, doing all the swap, everything like that. Granted, I wasn't doing it myself, so there's a lot of labor costs in there.
Yeah.
That kind of eats it. But at the end of the day, I ended up spending $6,000, and I did the full motor rebuild and did full stage 2, access point, downpipe, full exhaust, and I did the whole thing for $6,000. So, kind of decides where you go. Now, granted, I'm nowhere near 400 right now, but that's where that put me with a whole motor rebuild was at $6,000. So, all right. Well, I think that'll go ahead and wrap up our show here. We are an hour and 20. We did start 10 minutes late, so about an hour and 10 minutes. This is kind of where we wanted.
Damn, already.
This is where we wanted to be at for these things. Like, we didn't want to go 2.5-hour shows every single time. We wanted to try to keep them to an hour if we could. We're continuing to get good feedback from them. We're going to continue to try to work through the technical difficulties that we're addressing. As for, once again, just to recap on the giveaway, we are taking the giveaways from last time. We're transplanting them into this time due to some supply issues there from the people supplying the giveaways. So there is a link that we will put in our description of our videos. We will put them in our chats. Go there. Once you go there,
Call them out.
call them out. I didn't say it. I
Be
didn't
a
say.
man.
I'm not burning bridges.
Be a man.
There's
Oh.
there is a
They're not
certain
gonna make it to an hour and a half anyways. Unless someone tells them. So
there is a certain individual that owns and operates Tuner Crate and Signature Wax that didn't provide the products that they said they would. Anyways, you guys could go to that link that we provided. It will be in the description. Click there, and you can follow us on different social media outlets. And when you do that, it will add entries into the giveaway for you. There's all different methods. There's Instagram, there's Twitter, there's YouTube. So go check that out. And then on the 17th at 9 p.m. it ends, and 2 winners will be selected. And then I get their direct information, and I will reach directly out to you via that social media that you entered on, and I will get your address information, and I will send that to you. So make sure you guys do check that out.
Good.
Before we go ahead and head out, want to go around the table here and allow everyone to just go ahead and provide their social media information just in case viewers want to continue to follow you. So let's go ahead and start with Jason Hung. What do you got?
Okay, so it's JAYSUN Hung. It's pretty much my channel name. I use it everywhere. So Instagram is the same thing. Snapchat's the same thing. I'm really active on Snapchat, especially. And Instagram, I'm like active occasionally when I'm like trying to promote a video, or like when I just want to promote like some random food picture, I guess. But yeah,
So
yeah,
Asian.
guys,
So
I know
Asian,
it's
so
super
Asian.
Asian. I know that's the Asian side of me. But yeah, you guys just follow me, and then I mean, Anthony, I know you don't like that, but follow me.
Follow me. I'm telling you to provide your social media. This is the stage to do that.
This is the plug.
Yeah, guys.
There's no such thing as shameful plugging when you're told to plug something.
You're told to do it. You're all right.
But yeah, that's it, guys. Jason Hong. That's it, and that's pretty much all my social media platform.
All right, what do you got, Ninja Expart?
Instagram is at SHPIXX. That's just my first and last name pics, and that's it.
Awesome. And the guys at Doughboys Garage.
Ours is easy. Everything is Doughboys Garage, as you see it. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I think we have a Snapchat. I'll never use it, but Drive Tribe. That's a new one for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Jeremy Clarkson and all that. They started their own social media. So check my tribe out. Doughboys Garage. That's everything. So yeah.
Yeah,
We're
got that.
really
That's
heavy
cool.
on Instagram. That's about it. So if you want to see the most updates, Instagram. But Drive Tribe will be. I'll be doing some exclusive stuff to Drive Tribe. So if you want to see, the stuff you won't see until like a video, go to Drive Tribe.
Okay.
If you want to check out my stuff, just
Yeah.
look into some of his pictures, and I'll be tagged eventually. But all my stuff is just robots and cars. That's really it. So nothing
Gundam
major.
models.
Gundams and
Sounds awesome. Awesome. Well, good. For me, everything is, as you see on the screen, Octane Pro SCII. Just got into Instagram about a month ago, so that's going well. I should have been on that sooner, so I'm enjoying that. Twitter, I'm on that a lot. And then finally, right here on YouTube. Well, guys, that is it for the 5 of us. Thank you guys very much for joining us for episode 2 of Garage Talk. We'll hopefully see you guys next time. Take care.
Yeah.
Thanks
Did
for
Jason
watching.
do it?
Did Jason,
That
Jason do the outro?
Jason, gotta do it.
Yo,
Say it.
guys. Garage Talk. No, sun's out. Garage Talk out. Peace, guys.
Whatever, I'll take it.
See you guys later.
Later.
Alright, later, guys.
Sun's out, Jay's out.
Yeah, exactly.